Previously, on Scarlet Hollow, we made friends with a possum named Dustin. We did some research in the library and met Oscar, the head librarian, and Rosalina's dad. We learned that there was a mine collapse back in the day that took the lives of some children and adult miners. We also found out that Oscar and Rosalina's house is haunted and made a plan to bust it at a later date. Oscar also has a cat. He's so cute, look at it loafing. We met Dr. Kelly, Reese's overbearing mom who happens to be the town's only physician, and made a plan to hang out with Reese later. We had a heart-to-heart with Stella about her feelings regarding what happened with Duke in episode 1. We had a run-in with Wayne at the mines, and he let us know he's the only one in town who really cares about what happens to us. We also found out that Wayne and Tabitha used to be a thing in the past. We saw Rosalina heading into an abandoned mine and decided to follow her. After I let Tabitha know, of course. After trying to talk the teens out of coming out of the dangerous mine, 3 of them go deeper in and we go in after them to try to save them from the inevitable cave-in. After climbing a ladder down the mine, we see an ancient artifact, and afterwards, we see a flashback of what happened back when the mine collapsed. Rosalina comes out and the mine starts to collapse. Faced with the choice between letting the other 2 girls die and risking my life to save them, I chose to save them, because it was the right thing to do. Unfortunately, due to our choice, her leg gets stuck under some rocks, but she makes it out and into an ambulance. And now, here's Scarlet Hollow, Episode 3. You collapse on Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. After your time in the shawl mine, you barely even notice the dust. Ugh, when you close your eyes, you see Rosalina's face twisted with pain, staring at you with tear-streaked cheeks. Trapped by powers beyond her control, terrified of what her now uncertain future would hold. Wake up. And smell the ashes. Sunlight filters in through the dusty windows of the estate as the dull aches of last night's activities throb in and out of focus. You manage to survive a second night in the town of Scarlet Hollow. You pull yourself out of bed, you can feel the soot and grime of the shawl mine still stuck to your skin. Take a shower. You step into the guest bathroom and into the shower. The water is hot and surprisingly enough clean. As steam fills your lungs and soot washes down the drain, you... think about someone special. Specifically, you think about... Stella, your intrepid cryptid hunting companion and everything the 2 of you have been through since you got to town. Kanika, the resident goth and one of the most level-headed and fashionable people in town. Let's go with Stella, since we're trying to romance her. Intrepid, you're done here. Yay! Wash away my sins. Nice. Time to start your day. Look out the window. You saw something out there out of the corner of your eye yesterday morning. You can't help but anticipate what might be out there. I don't see anything this time. Nothing's out there watching you, at least nothing you can see. Okay. Check on Dustin. There are 2 of them now. Morning, Dustin. Who's your friend? Her name, Mom. She come to visit. I, Dustin, Mom. Gotta stay with Dustin until glass house empty. Dustin says you not dangerous. Dustin is full, all human dangerous. Mom, not understand, Dustin. What happened to your glass house? Asshole squatter move in, kick Dustin Mom out. Squatter try to eat Mom. Squatter evil. Squatter may be asshole, but squatter not evil. It just try to survive, just like all creature. Dustin still have much to learn. I had a rough night. Can you console me? Was it because of cat monster? Dustin was scared too. Oh, right, the cat slept with us. Yes, if cat monster want to eat Dustin, cat monster will have to go through Dustin Mom first. Dustin Mom will kill. Then Dustin and Mom eat like kings. This is nature. I gotta go. Bye. Okay. They're just so chill. Oh, it's so funny. That's that. Check the closet. Every time you see that doll, your heart skips a beat. It hasn't moved, right? Okay. Message your... Text Stella. Thinking about you. Probably be a bit before you get a response. Text the group chat. Send a photo of a pained old man. Oh, is it that meme? The meme with that guy that's like smiling, but he's like actually sad inside? Let's do that one. It is. It is. It is that. This fucking meme. I love it. Text Kanika. Of an exhausted Ben Affleck. The meme with the fucking cigarette. Oh, okay. Time to go down. Playing the field, keeping your options open. Wait, what do you mean? I've just... Okay. Whatever. You're in her kitchen to find your cousin in the midst of devouring a pint of banana chocolate chunk. She isn't alone. Frou-Frou glares at you from her usual spot on the counter as a red-headed woman busies herself trying to tidy the best she can. Why a woman destroying the natural order of my kitchen. Tabitha's gaze swivels from the woman to you, her glare terrifying. The possums in my dresser told me someone's squatting in the greenhouse. Oh, this place is infested with those things. I'll be nice, I think they're cute. Anyways, nobody lives in the garden. Why are you even asking? Out with it. And I don't want any of this talking animals nonsense. I'm sticking with my dresser opossum story. I can talk to animals, you know. Sure you can. Talk to animals. Bonjour, Frou-Frou. Bonjour, sacre bleu. Do you think you can just bonjour me just because I slept at the foot of your bed last night? I still despise you. I love that he's just fucking French. It's so funny. 3 humans at once. This is a point. Your stink will linger here for hours. How am I supposed to bear it? I see talking to my cat again. You sure you didn't get hit on the head last night? You don't say good morning to your pets? I always make sure to talk to my farm cats and alpaca like they're people. To me, they kind of are. Dress the red-headed woman. Hi, I'm Chris. Good morning, I'm Janie. Just here to do my little weekly cleaning. Whatever cleaning Miss Tabitha will let me do, at least. Could have this place looking brand new, you know. Don't go making any big renovations or moving anything around. I like knowing where my stuff is. Okie dokie, it's so nice to finally meet you, Chris. I mean, I guess I did meet you on Monday when you popped into the diner. Janie. But seeing someone somewhere and meeting them face to face are 2 completely different things, I suppose. Thanks. What I'm trying to say is that it's wonderful to finally actually meet you. And I'm so happy part of the family is here to keep Miss Tabitha company, what with everything that's... Janie! Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Tabitha, am I being too much again? Oh, right. Tabitha did say that Janie talks a lot. Any updates on Rosalina? Yeah, they had to take her foot. Her dad's lucky she's alive. Oh no, they did? And discards the empty container, turning to you with her trademark scowl. Let's get going. I got an errand to run in town. Every time I left you here alone, something terrible has wound up happening, so you're coming with me. Yay! Cousin bonding time! Hold on, you can't just tell me Rosalina lost a foot and move on like nothing happened. Just because something terrible happened to someone doesn't mean that life doesn't go on. Life has to go on, and let me assure you that what happened to that Pearl girl weighs heavily on my mind. Shall we go, or would you rather keep bombarding me with guilt for something I personally begged you not to do? Why are you telling me that? I didn't tell her to go into the fucking mine. I just went to help her. I haven't had any breakfast. Should have thought about that before sleeping in so late. Danny, lock up when you leave, please, and don't go arranging everything, I'll know. As you're ready to leave, Janie approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the two of you, impatiently tapping her foot. Oh, Chris, before you go, I heard about what happened last night. I mean, I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now. And then I heard it again. I just wanted to say I'm sorry that you got caught up in that. I'll be praying for Oscar and poor little Rosalina. They're such sweethearts. Couldn't have happened to nicer people. Sorry, Tabitha's so mean to you. Thanks, last night was a lot. If you ever need to talk to anyone, my husband is the local pastor. He's a gentle man and always willing to lend an ear. He's actually been going a little stir-crazy ever since we moved here, what with nobody really attending sermons. It'll probably do him a lot of good to talk you through your worries. Sounds wonderful. Thank you for the offer. Of course, he's always ready and willing to talk with people, so feel free to stop by the church anytime. The door is always open. Why do you clean this place? Oh, I don't really ask myself that sort of question. It's a job, I get paid, and of course I've known the family for a while, so it seemed like a decent thing to do to make a little extra money. Plus, maybe one of these days she'll let me really spruce up the place. Can you imagine it back at its full glory? It'll be a lot of work, but what a project. Keep dreaming, Janie. Enough dawdling, we're leaving. Aww. You and Tabitha walk through the doors of the estate and into her car. The ride to town is uneventful. Your cousin is surprisingly more focused on the road than on making conversation. Like always, right? Alright, we're just popping into the general store for a few minutes. What are we doing at the general store? Picking up tea from Sybil. Oh, neat. What kind of tea? I don't know. The kind Sybil makes. He makes a bunch of weird stuff. I don't know what all of it is called. Quit interrogating me about tea blends. Jeez. I'm just... Oh my god, Tabitha. I'm not, like, I'm not interrogating you. I'm just wondering what tea you're getting. I thought you'd know by now. Can we be solving a mystery right now? What mystery? The events of last night are pretty cut and dried. Like, come on, is it more believable that we saw that the Shaw mine collapsed because of mysterious unseen forces? Or is it more believable that it collapsed because it was a condemned mine that was unsuitable for human beings? People like Stella turn to conspiracy theories and the supernatural because they can't handle the truth that our world is ruled by chaotic forces that don't follow any kind of logical pattern. Bad things can happen to good people suddenly and for no reason. You can choose to accept that, or you can live in denial. You and Tabitha turn to the door to the general store. Flustered Kanika exits, shouting behind her. Fine, okay, keep coddling him. Keep letting him get away with stuff you never would have let me so much as think about. I'm sick of carrying this family. Kanika storms off, the door slowly drifting shut behind her. Ugh, other people and their drama. If more people kept things to themselves, they'd be a lot happier. Have I ever told you that you scare me? I'd be losing it if Miles were my brother. Yeah, you probably... Stop smiling at me like that. God, I hate it when you smile at me like that. You're just so... God. You make me think you're just gonna fucking claw out of my monitor and try to kill me or something. Creepy, stupid fucking smile. Bells of the general store chime as you cross the threshold. The smells of old wood and steamy herbal tea flood your senses, making you feel instantly at home. Good morning, you two. I hope you're doing well after last night's activities. Morning, is the new blend ready? Of course. Chris, if you'd like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I will just be a minute. Is Kaneko okay? Of course, he just needs time to cool down. Emotions are a little high considering everything that's happened yesterday. No doubt it'll settle down soon enough. I'm just glad both of my little ones made it out okay. Oh, now I gotta fucking talk with Miles. Tabitha to follow, and they both disappear into the tea room, closing the door behind them with the tinkling of bells. Try and listen in. You walk up to the door of the tea room to listen in. Subtle. Longer than you hoped, but... Sybil pauses a moment later. You hear footsteps move to the far end of the tea room. She and Tabitha resume their discussion. Their voices are too soft for you to hear. Aww. Oh, excuse me. Wait, you're Chris, aren't you? My name is Bo. I'm Duke's boy. It's a pleasure to meet you. Oh, Duke. He's the guy that got killed at the forest. Policeman told me you saw what happened to my daddy. Have they found his body yet? They ain't said anything to me if they have. The policeman stopped by yesterday, but he didn't seem too bothered about it, and I ain't heard nothing from him since. Mama's pretty broken up about it. I'm trying to hold it together since I'm the man of the house now, but it ain't easy. Me and him was supposed to bring Big Betty to the state fair this week, but now he's gone in the morning. So is she. So suppose if I'm not going to the fair, I might as well make myself useful and get out into the woods to look what's left of my daddy. He was there, right? Could you tell me where to look so I can try and find him? Dad was killed by ditchlings. They're the things that have been stealing your chickens. They're the monsters that show up when something bad is going to happen, and they're the things that have been stealing your chickens. I ain't never heard of ditchling before, but wherever they are, they won't stop me from trying to find my daddy. He died on the northwest edge of town off the Asigna Trail. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate you trying to help us out. I don't read it's easy knowing he's out there somewhere all by his lonesome. Please tell Miss Scarlet I'm sorry about her mama. Tabitha and Sybil are still in the tea room. Your phone buzzes. Oh my god, hey, I overslept. Still gotta make myself breakfast, meet at the library after figure out plan. And it buzzes again. Hey again, Lo, I've been thinking about you too if you want to come over for breakfast. And it buzzes yet again. Someone was busy this morning. Sliding to the DMs, are we? You want to hang out before the library thing? I'm parked in the abandoned lot by the gas station. It's hard to miss. You have plenty of time before dinner at Reese's house. Stella. Doesn't take long to make your way to Stella's house. Knock on the door. No answer, you knock again, louder this time. Your renewed effort is immediately met by the yelps of an excited Gretchen. He's here! He's here! Look at them, my girls! Oh, they look so happy. Look at Gretchen, she looks so cute. And look at Stella, she looks so cute. An exhausted Stella groggily stares at you from her doorway. Hey, sorry I'm a bit of a mess. I guess I slept in a lot. Give me a minute to finish getting dressed and I can make us some breakfast. She even has a picture of Gretchen! Oh, that's so great. Stella talks from the other room as she changes. What are you feeling for breakfast? Pancake, eggs, and biscuits? Maybe just a classic scramble? I also have toaster waffles if that's more your speed. I may have already had my breakfast, that won't stop me from partaking and whatever scraps may fall to the floor, of course. I don't want the burden of free will. Offering biscuits after I had one of Winnie's? Someone's got a secret family recipe, huh? Maybe. I never said they'd be good as Winnie's, but I certainly got a trick or two up my sleeve. I'm a pancakes guy. Nothing like a stack of cakes for breakfast. We can even make them together. Oh, look at her! Damn. They had no reason making her this hot, I swear. They had no reason. No reason whatsoever. I used to have a jumpsuit just like Stella's, but I'm afraid mine had been torn to shreds from years of use. Alright, let's get started. You jumpsuit, you look great. I see we have a flatterer in our midst. Yeah, I'd be lying if I said I didn't pick it out just for you. This used to be my lucky getup from back when I did ghost hunting videos. Oh, I could tell because of the ghost. That's funny. Well, I guess you might call it unlucky since I've never actually seen a ghost. But hey, after the past couple of nights, maybe we could use a bit of bad luck. Really the kind of bad luck where we don't find anything, of course. Don't want to jinx us. Should we start on food? I'm starving. Yeah, let's do it. Pancakes are pretty easy. The real challenge is not burning them. Not undercooking them. And not burning them and undercooking them at the same time. But hey, at least the ingredients are easy to assemble. I'll handle the dry stuff if you mix the wet stuff. Stella gives you a handful of pre-measured ingredients, a bowl, and a whisk. If you don't mind, I'm going to make an egg for myself while you work on the mix. Actually, can I have an egg too? Of course, the more the merrier. I hope you like over easy. Ooh, yes I do. Especially when the yolk gets out. Ooh, it's so good. Anyway, seems like you got an earlier start than I did today. Anything interesting happened while I was asleep? Did Tabby give you a hard time? And have you heard anything from Oscar? Tabitha was planning on babysitting me all day, but I managed to slip off while she was picking up tea. I'm glad you're here. It's been really nice spending time with you, even if a lot of it has been the two of us running in terror from a monster all day. Personally prefer that you came alone. My Stella could use better company like yourself in her life. Oh, Gretchen. I met Bo in the general store this morning. Poor guy, how's he doing? Cops still haven't found Duke's body. He says he wants to look for himself. Sounds dangerous. Hope he stays safe. I haven't talked to Oscar yet, but apparently they had to amputate Rosalina's foot. Color drains from Stella's face. Oh no. The poor pup, I hope I made things easier. Stella stands in silence for a moment before perking up. I baked some cookies last night after we got home. I was a little restless. I'll bring them over today. I'm not sure what else I can even do. Though cleansing his house of spiritual residence will probably be helpful. Hope you haven't forgotten about our ghost hunting plans this evening. How are you still positive after everything that's happened? Different people cope in different ways. I know there's nothing I can do about the situation, so I just try not to think about it. If I did, I might sink into a pit of despair and then I'd just be useless. What if I just tuck it all away? I can be there for people who need me. You know, like the way you've been there for me. Do you have a therapist or something? Thanks, Stella. I appreciate the support. You got it. He pauses for a moment. So, ghost hunting, are you pumped? As long as it's with you, I'm down for anything. Blessings. Honestly, same. It's hard to believe we've only known each other for a couple of days. And hey, if this is anything like any other ghost hunt I've ever been on, it'll be a much appreciated breather. That's wonderful news. After all the excitement of the past 2 days, these old bones definitely need a break. At least you count Tommyknockers as ghosts. Or Wayne. Eggs are done. Time for the pancakes. Stella takes your bowl from you, dumping it into her flour and whisking quickly. Oh my god, she even has fucking pug. She has pug slippers. It's so cute. Now we pray for the pancake gods for the perfect stack. Thanks for coming over, by the way. It gets lonely here sometimes. I'm surprised to hear her say it, but it's true. It's so nice to finally see her have a caller again. So not many people get that I can talk to animals. Is there anything you'd like to ask Gretchen? Stella stops what she's doing for a moment to reflect on your offer. Now, isn't that a most fascinating prospect? What would I even have to say, and about what? You know, that's an extremely generous offer, but I don't know if I want to pass my relationship with my dog through a translator. Definitely not that I don't trust you. We've only known each other for a few days, and you already mean a lot to me. Just, I almost wonder if diving into this too deeply would permanently change my relationship with her. The week ends and you go home, and I've grown too reliant on your powers. What if things don't go back to normal with her? I definitely want to hear her input on current events. I just don't know if I want to rewrite everything else. I must admit that after hearing her thoughts, I very much feel the same way. I can't imagine permanently changing something so fundamental to my relationship with my dear Stella. Oh, that's actually very interesting. Like, imagine you just meet someone that can translate what your dog is, like, talking, what your dog is thinking to you. And then after they just, like, leave, you just suddenly can't talk with them anymore. Interesting. Probably leave you feeling empty. I know, that's probably wild coming from your resident supernatural hunting friend. But Gretchen holds a special place in my heart. And you wouldn't mind, Stella. Time for the first flip. I'll need your moral support for this. Stella's face narrows in concentration as she readies herself to flip the pancake. Nailed! That was a perfect flip. We're a great team. You and Kanika seem really close. Yeah, it's nice that she's back in town, but I wish it were under better circumstances. She's so busy with the store, too. I don't know how she does it. It's been nice hanging out with her more and more the past couple of days. So again, better circumstances would be nice. Tabitha. I'm sorry Tabitha's kind of a jerk to you. I mean, she's probably like that with everyone, but still, I'm sorry. I don't think that's true. She's distant, sure, and kind of terse, but I think that's just her way of joshing with me. Like the whole band from the mind thing, she's so funny. I don't like that she treats you like that. You deserve better. She treats everyone like that. I'm just more persistent. If everyone backed off when Tabitha acted prickly around them, she'd be entirely cut off from the rest of the world. Besides, it's not like everyone treats me like that. I've got you, for instance. So what's the history with my cousin? Okay, I guess I could spill the beans. I suppose you could say we've kind of dated. It was never really official, and she might tell it a little differently, but as far as I'm concerned, that was my first relationship. Oh, that makes sense. Not that she's my type or anything. Honestly, that's a lot closer to you. Cool. So, you play for left field then? Why do you say it like that? Do you still have feelings for her? In case I haven't made it blindingly obvious, I'm interested in someone else. Look, still I'm interested, but I don't know how I feel about being with my cousin's ex. Oh, that's so mean. Interested in someone else? If you're talking about who I think you're talking about, then I'm sure the feeling's mutual. Oh yeah? Well, if that's the case, maybe I'll have to make a move soon before someone else snatches them up. I mean... Just in case. I don't want to upset her or something by asking this. You play for left field, then? Yeah, maybe more like center? Oh, she's bi. Okay. I'm into all kinds of people, if that's what you're asking. Why'd you two split? Wish I knew. Just kind of stopped after high school. Guess we didn't see each other every day, and she was always busy at the mine, so there wasn't much of a chance to hang out anymore. I wish we could have stayed friends, like actual friends. Could have used someone like her after the big accident. Kanika was at school already, Reese was sick, and Tabitha wouldn't even return my calls. It was, what was ancient history? Can't change the past. What happened to your parents? Car crash. They were taking me to college. Oh. That's why she's so apprehensive about being in cars. I didn't wind up going to college. Not much more to be said. I'm so sorry, Stella. It's okay, it happened. Nothing I can do about that. Can we talk about something else, though? It means a lot to me that you care. I just don't really like talking about this. So we're actually gonna meet Reese today, right? If Dr. Kelly tries to turn us away again, we can just sneak in. Nothing will stand in the way of us in friendship. His mom's got it rough. Yeah, I can't imagine being in her shoes. Her whole life is taking care of him at this point, you know? You sure he's real? At the very least, he was real for most of his childhood. And if he's a ghost now, that's even better. You can tell us what being a ghost is like. What's he like? I'm not about to ruin a cool and mysterious introduction by telling you. I think you'll like him, though. You think he's contagious? Nah, whatever he's sick with has got to be a Reese thing. His mom isn't sick. I've seen him a couple times in many years, and I'm totally fine. Do you think you'll always live here? You ever thought about moving away? It's hard to say. This house means a lot to me. This town means a lot to me, and I haven't had to think about where to live or where to go. But I guess I could see myself leaving for the right reasons. He says, looking at me. Or for the right person. How's the food coming? Funny you should ask. Looks like we're done here. Ooh. Oh my god, an egg on top of the pancake. And Gretchen. Oh, such a cute little Gretchen. Breakfast is served. If the two of you wouldn't mind saving me just a couple of scraps, that meal smells absolutely delectable. Look, I didn't burn any of them. Pancake gods wanted to make sure I can impress my guests with my incredible breakfast skills. Bon appetit. I'm so glad you came over today. I've been having a bit of a hard time sleeping the last couple nights. I'm sure you can relate. I think I needed a nice slow morning like this, just hanging out with you. You're interrupted by a phone alarm sounding off. It's Mayor Jimmy Day. They're even still doing it after last night. I wonder how far the news has spread. Either way, it's a good excuse to meet up with Oscar and see how Rosalina's doing. Gretchen scoffs at the mention of Mayor Jimmy. Mayor, my rear end, I certainly never voted for him. Gretchen says you didn't vote for him. Well, of course you didn't. Gretchen's a dog. Dogs can't vote. Stella falls silent. Maybe they should, though. Especially now that I know they can talk. Sort of. How would that even work? Like little paw prints? Oh, never mind. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's finish up and head on over. I'll make sure to bring some biscuits to the mayor. Biscuits? I can't believe Stella's bringing the good stuff to that lowlife. Gretchen doesn't seem to like Mayor Jimmy very much. Wait, really? She has opinions on the mayor? What is he saying, other than her not voting for him? He says he's a lowlife who doesn't deserve biscuits. Whoa, okay, you have to tell me what Mayor Jimmy is like. I need to know if she's right. I've been giving him biscuits for years if it turns out he's a secret scumbag. Shall we? Southern hospitality? You and Stella make your way to the library. It's busier than usual. A small crowd has already formed in the corner of the main foyer. Now we're just waiting on Kanika. Thank God we have something to do this morning. My family's driving me nuts. Yes! The whole gang's here. I've been waiting to introduce Chris to the mayor for like the entire time I've known him. I've never gotten to introduce myself to the mayor before. It'll be worth it, trust us. Alright, shall we? Is she wearing... Okay. Well, she has a little... I think it's a moth thing. That's cool. It's like something out of the butterfly effect. The fucking mayor's a dog! He's a dog! You can tell this dog is the mayor from his little sass and his fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, almost like he knows the position of authority he's been elected to, and he has a fucking... He has a Secret Service member! Oh, is that the cop from earlier? Oh my god, there's been multiple dogs based on the portraits. Unless you're mistaken, the serious man by his side is Deputy Franklin, one of the policemen you spoke to following your encounter in the woods on Monday. Mayor's little nose starts twitching as you approach. His doggy eyes shine with a curious intensity. What have you got? You got something wet and nutty. Offer him a campaign contribution. You hold out your now slightly rancid bag of boiled peanuts. Oh my god, the dog actually ate the peanuts! The fucking joke item that we've had since the beginning of the game. The mayor's nose twitches eagerly at their strong odor, and then he's on them in a flash, ripping through the plastic and devouring the soft-shelled legumes. Drop it, sir. Drop it. That's an achievement. His security detail tries to tear him away, but it's too late. The peanuts are already eaten. Oh my god, he ate the bag, too. Thank you for your generous campaign donation. Oh hey, you finally got rid of those things. You better hope those nuts settle well. If the mayor gets any tummy trouble after eating your disgusting pocket peanuts, there'll be hell to pay. Why, never. Now you see what I mean. Not too much as begging before he dove right for the snacks. I've smelled those peanuts on you since day one, and you never saw me become such an animal over them. Good morning, citizen. I don't believe we've met. He holds out his paw as if to shake your hand. Mr. Oh, yeah, we're gonna ask the mayor for help with the ditchlings. It's lovely to meet you, Mr. Mayor. Gretchen says you're a lowlife. You take his little paw in your hand, but the burly security detail stops you. No paw shaking, only head pats and ear scratches allowed. I must apologize for my security detail. He has my best interests at heart, but he can be a little gruff at times. He's a dog. And you're an ape, and yet here I am, the big dog in charge. He's the mayor. I'm so glad no one ruined the surprise. This town has a dog as mayor since the early 1900s. That's just how we do things around here for some reason. It's the best part of living in Scarlet Hollow, besides the nature. And all my friends and Winnie's Biscuits. Oh, and the close-knit small-town community, of course. But having a dog mayor is a close fifth, no contest. Now, is there something I can help you with? You're not one of my constituents. I'd like to make sure I spend plenty of time with the voters. Hey, aren't you Deputy Franklin? Now when I'm off duty. The mayor scoffs. Off duty, the services you render for me are more important than your police work. You still haven't found Duke's body. What are you even doing here? I'm off duty and I don't make a habit discussing official police business with out-of-towners. Especially not with suspicious out-of-towners. Now, let's hear the stranger out. Tourism is part of this town's lifeblood, after all. Hey, Chris hasn't done anything wrong. I was there. Yeah, lay off of him. Discussion is over, both of you. Now meet the mayor like a good citizen. Move along. We're doomed, aren't we? Great. Okay, I have to say this. Gretchen says you're a lowlife. Watch it. Now, Miss Gretchen, what must I do to earn your loyalty? I'll settle for nothing less than you stepping down from office. Gretchen for mayor. Mr. Mayor, there's something very serious going on in town. We need your help. Murmurs stir in the crowd behind you as you relay the danger to the mayor. Of course, the pet disappearances. I've been made aware of the situation. What do you expect me to do about it? This autumn?
Or dihydrate.
Pet disappearances? I thought it was just like farm animals. Thank you for the hydrate. That's tourist season in Scarlet Hollow. I can't turn away the lifeblood of this town, not with the mine faltering the way it is. There's a mine collapse last night. We don't need any more news of disaster coming out of Scarlet Hollow, do you understand? So you know there are monsters laying eggs in the local animals and you're just going to let it happen. Laying eggs? Don't be ridiculous. I'm sure that whatever is causing these disappearances is just a bear or a mountain lion. We've all smelled them up in those hills. They'll move on soon enough. This is a southern town. Plenty of people are armed around these parts. They'll take care of the problem before it gets out of hand. In the meantime, it's best not to cause a panic. I'm a pillar of this community. It's my job to project strength on my constituents. I've heard just about enough from you, Jimmy. Look at you putting on a show in front of your adoring fans while the dogs of this town are snatched up by monsters in the woods, hoping the humans will clean it all up for you. When are you finally going to do something meaningful for the hairier citizens of Scarlet Hollow? Now, Miss Gretchen, there's no need. Scraps never would have let those things prowl the woods for long. Cause she's howling. She's doing the howl face. It's so cute. And yet, you sit back, waiting for the humans to notice and letting more innocent dogs suffer. You know, I almost lost my life to those things the other night, and my goodness, haven't you heard about poor Duke? Now, Gretchen, a lot of those were old dogs, and it's fair of me to assume they simply went to the big farm upstate. Don't you dare talk to me about old dogs! I guess every politician is corrupt and cowardly, even the actual dogs. She's got a good point, Mr. Mayor. You're damn right I do. Scraps would have been out in those woods at the first sign of trouble, tearing out the throats of any creatures who dared threaten the dogs of Scarlet Hollow. Yet here he is, posing for the little rectangles like nothing is wrong in this town. Gretchen squirms and still has arms straining to get at Mayor Jimmy. Hey, whoa, Gretchen, calm down, old girl, you're gonna pull a muscle. Mr. Franklin, I think now's a good time to dispose of this riffraff. Oh no! Fucking riff after I gave you the peanuts. You bitch! Miss Richmond, I'm gonna have to ask you and your dog to step away from the mayor. Should have known better. These two have never been able to get along. Chris, you've got to fill me in on their feud later. I've always been curious about why Gretchen gets so fussy near Mayor Jimmy. Stella walks off, still struggling to hold Gretchen as she shouts insults back at Jimmy. Ingrate! Ne'er-do-well! You dog! Kanika's quick to follow. That's so funny. Looks like everyone else is already talking to Oscar in the next room. Where you catch up to your companions, you're interrupted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. Sounds like old Gretchen may have unresolved issues, wouldn't you say? I'm Pastor Daniel. I take it you're Chris. Everyone's been buzzing about you. I'm so sorry about your aunt, but I'm sure she's in a better place now. Oh, you must be the creepy pastor I've been hearing about. The The mayor's a huckster and a fraud. The bastard cares more about tourism than the fate of the town. Pastor goes quiet for a second. His face suddenly white as a sheet. Smile fades from his face as he stares at you intently, studying your expression. You too? He glances to either side before continuing. Oh shit, he can speak to animals too? Thought I was the only one. Please come visit me at the church soon. Seems like we might have a lot to talk about. Oh god. Holy shit, he talks to animals too. Nothing to do but catch up with your companions. Oh, that's gonna be interesting. Holy shit. He's wearing a tank top like me, fuck. A lot more buff than me, though. Heard from Chris what happened, Oscar. I'm so sorry. Poor Rosaline, I can't even imagine how scary this has been for her. She seems in high spirits right now, but they've got her on some pretty strong pain meds, so I'm not sure how she's gonna feel when that wears off. And it was the whole foot? Yeah, it's bad, but she'll live. Oh, she's alive. We'll both be able to move on from this. We just have to get through the tough parts first. We're here for you, man. Thank you, all of you. Everything feels like it happened so fast. I know our whole lives have changed, but it's taken my mind a little bit to catch up. I feel like such a mess. I hope it isn't keeping me from being the dad she needs right now. I'm sorry to cut our conversation short, but I better get going. I was only supposed to come back to pick up a few things. But then the hospital called and said there'd been some big bus accident on the highway and they need the beds, so I have to come pick her up. Even though our house is still haunted, the only place she can lie down until then is the dirty back room. That drove her away in the first place, and Mayor Jimmy Day is happening. Sorry. Just a little overwhelmed. Okay, Oscar, we're here to help. Yeah, we're gonna get that ghost. You could always go ahead and do a Ghostbuster, whatever we're calling it, while we're out. And she'd be able to go right back to her old room as soon as she got back. Probably a good idea, right? If only, but it doesn't come out during the day. So any busting attempts are gonna have to wait until nightfall. I'm not even sure we can still get rid of them all. I think I have to see for myself that it was gone. It managed to trick me a couple of times, and I can't handle any more surprises right now. I've got every ghost hunting device known to man. You're in good hands, Oscar. We have the power of friendship on our side! Heck yeah, we do! If anime has taught me anything, it's the power of friendship is unstoppable! That's a lovely sentiment. I'm sure Rosalina will at least be glad to know you all did your best to help her. Oh, that's great. I had to pick that just because I found out Kanika is a weeb. I'm heading out. It should be dark by the time we get back, so I suppose I'll see you all then. Oscar hurries off, car keys jingling as he jogs out the door. Let's head up to Reese's. Maybe we can get him to come ghost hunting with us. Oh no, you're not going to try to get Dr. Kelly to let him leave the house, are you? She'll kick us out for even asking. I wonder if he even knows what happened last night. I don't know how disconnected he is from the news around town. Should we tell him? Gosh, I don't know. Maybe we just play it by ear. Anyway, shall we? Time to go. Talk to animals. So about the mayor. Right, you seem to have some choice words for him. He's corrupt. That dog cares more about tourist money than protecting the town. Does Scarlet Hollow even get tourists? Kanika laughs. We get a few. Who all come here to see the mayor. The plot thickens. So I finally met Pastor Daniel. It was only a matter of time until he tried to pull you aside about grief counseling. When my dad died, I had to ban him from the general store for a week. He wouldn't stop leaving these little pamphlets at the checkout. I don't know where he finds so many. I think he comes off a little weird because he shares my gift. Wait, you don't mean... Yeah, he corroborated some of the things the mayor told me. Okay, assuming for a minute that both you and Pastor Daniel have the magical power of speaking to animals, I don't think that's enough to explain how weird the guy is. For instance, I like you, and I don't like the pastor. I wonder how many people out there share your gift. There's so many implications. I'm going to continue to pretend that Chris is just really good at reading animal body language. I don't think I can handle many more world-shattering revelations this week. Do you mind if I invite Tabitha ghost hunting? Or Avery ghost hunting? Oh, fuck. Oh no, the reason Rosalina lost her leg is because we went after Becca and Alexis. Oh no. So if we just left immediately, would Becca and Alexis would have died? And Rosalina wouldn't have lost her leg? Oh, the implications. Um, should we invite Avery ghost hunting? Oh, huh. Sure, I guess the more the merrier, right? Maybe there'll be an extra voice of reason. We won't be much help to Oscar if we start jumping at our own shadows. Well, I'll text him on the way over to Reese's. What about Tabitha? What about her? You're not planning on inviting her, are you? Oh my god, yes. Can you imagine how fun that would be if she actually shows? Like, come on, I know you think you have some sort of bond with her, but she's awful. She isn't even nice to you. You just haven't given her a chance. Maybe if she comes along tonight, the two of you will finally get along. No. Okay, I won't invite her. Great, thanks. Head to Reese's. Here of you leave the library for an early dinner at Reese's. You once again find yourself in Reese's house. The cold hesitation grips you as the building looms over the hilltop. Though it's only early afternoon, it feels much later. The sun already sinking behind the tall mountains that surround Scarlet Hollow. We're a little early. What if Dr. Kelly yells at us? There's no such thing as early when you're hanging out with friends. That's just extra time you get to spend together. Okay, what if she yells at us? Oh, damn, he's skinny. Holy shit. He has really sharp nails. Hey! Reese! Oh my god, dude, it's been ages. You must be Chris, right? I heard a lot about you. Stella's been relentless about making sure I got all the Chris updates. My goodness gracious, there's something that smells terribly off about that boy. Get away from my Stella, you fiend. Britton starts yelping at Reese, straining against Stella's grip as he tries to get in between them. Are they here already? I knew you'd show up early, Stella, and you brought along the dog. Great. Yeah, I thought you might cheer Reese up. I don't know what's gotten into her all of a sudden. Dog stays outside. But it's okay, Stella. We can let her chill in my van a bit. I'll run the AC and leave her some treats. You know, I always have some of those easy-chew dog jerky stashed away. The gall, the gumption. This is a violation of my rights. We go everywhere together. You want to come in or not? Kanika nervously tugs Stella away towards her van. You keep her safe from that monster, Chris. You hear? You don't let a feather of harm fall on my darling Stella. Okay, so he's sick with something. Maybe he has one of those egg things in him. Because so far Gretchen's only been cognizant of like the stuff with the animals that have like the tumors growing out of them, and that Wayne guy. Well, what about you, Chris? Are you coming in? Gretchen called you a monster, Reese. Any ideas? What's up with that? No clue. She's never liked me. Reese doesn't do well with dogs. Now come in. Let's get this over with. You follow Reese and Dr. Kelly inside. Stella and Kanika aren't far behind you. This house feels cold. Not only is there an odd chill in the air, but the building itself feels too sterile, uncomfortably tidy to the point where you're nervous to touch anything. Warned for the aroma of store-bought dinner rolls baking in the oven and the unsettling artwork hanging on the walls, you'd be half convinced you wandered into a real estate showing. So how can I lend a hand? By sitting down at the table and not puttering around in my kitchen. I made sure everything was done well in advance, so the only thing left are the rolls, which shouldn't be long. Then we can have a quick dinner and you can leave my house and go on about your business. But I was kind of hoping to see Reese's new art. We still have time now, right? You aren't seriously considering subjecting your friends to your disaster of a room, are you? It's not that bad. You can still see the floor. Dr. Kelly raises a single questioning eyebrow. I don't mind a little mess. Yeah, I doubt it could be any worse than the way I keep my room. Yes, okay, fine. As long as you stay out of the kitchen, I don't care what you get up to. Cool, we'll just be downstairs. You don't even know we're here. You make your way towards the basement stairs. Oh. Whoa. Trying to see if any of this art looks like some of the monsters, like the ditchlings that we've seen. It's not that bad. I mean... this doesn't look like anything like ditchling related. It does look cool though. Really talented artwork. Basement is what you expect out of a tortured artist who spends all his time confined to a studio. Discarded canvas lines its edges while trash and sketches leak out from their piles in the corners of the room, hiding the bare cement floor. Ghoulish faces coat the wall and paint, staring out at their creator. Your mom is so scary. She can be a little intense, kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Anyways, make yourself comfortable. You have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately, haven't been cleaning much. If you ever need a model, I'm here till Monday. What are you sick with? Sorry, Reese. Chris is pretty direct. We don't have to talk about your illness. Okay, I've come to terms with the way the rest of my life is gonna be. You're so macabre, Reese. You make it sound like you've been sentenced to death. You haven't, right? Not exactly. No one really knows what's wrong with me, but it's been getting worse. Really keep most food down. My skin always itches like there's worms crawling underneath it. I could live for a long time or a short time. No one's sure. I'm definitely not going to get better. Whatever time I have left is going to be miserable. I've done my mourning. My best years are behind me. My future is unknowable, but one day I'll wind up in a pine box like everybody else. I'm okay with that. Damn, Reese, I may be goth, but that's some real nihilistic shit. He's the real nihilist, and you're just the fake one. We'll make sure to come by more often from here on out. Friendship heals all wounds, right? Thanks, guys, but you really shouldn't worry about me. I have my art. I'm doing fine, really. What's your diagnosis, though? He's really persistent, too. I'm afraid the answer isn't very illuminating, because it's not any one particular thing. There's a whole mess of nasty little things that add up to one big diagnosis of bad genes. Guess I pulled the losing card in the DNA lottery. But hey, isn't all that? It isn't all that bad. Some of it's just weird like this. Oh, what the fuck? Reese pulls on the skin of his arm. It stretches unnaturally. And it... You like Plastic Man? Or Elongated Man? Is there a Marvel character that's like that too? Oh, Mr. Fantastic? Whoa. Does that not hurt? Nope, it feels fine. Like I said, it gets itchy under the skin sometimes, but I don't know if that's the elasticity, the medicine, or some other part of my condition. Let's see. Wanna come hunting with us tonight? Oh wow, do you think you'd be down for that? We'd love to have you. That would be so amazing, but I haven't had the best luck leaving the house lately. Even just walking to town is enough to put me in bed for a week. It sucks. Make sure you bring your camera still. I want to see everything that happens. I don't want to hit on the dude. He does look more like a twink. But I think it's maybe because he's like... I don't know if he's like actually sick, or maybe one of the monsters just got to him and maybe that's why he's like this. So Stella told you about everything that's happened the past couple of days? Every detail, I wish. I could see some of it myself, but you know. He gestures in futility towards the walls of the basement. Are you sure you can't just sneak out one of these nights? And Doc isn't keeping me prisoner here. Stella, I'm sick, you know that. I'm sorry, man, I didn't mean to. There's nothing to apologize for, and I appreciate the effort. Really, I do. There's just nothing you can really rescue me from. The die has already been cast. We were talking about the past couple of days, weren't we? You have any thoughts on the ditchlings we've been seeing? Yeah, they've been coming up to my window at night. Wait, really? Is that what you texted me, that they look like something out of your nightmares? Yeah, I thought I was hallucinating. I hadn't put it together that we might have been seeing the same thing until just now. I've been sketching them, actually. Tell me what you think. Yeah, that's them. That's definitely them. Okay, that's exactly what I saw on my way home last night. What does it mean that they've been lurking around here, though? I don't know, but I like the company. They're kind of beautiful in a sad way, if you ask me. Agree to disagree with you there. Those things are going to be stuck in my nightmares until the day I die. What do you think's going on with Wayne? Who? You know, that guy who's been following Chris around all being all anonymous? Oh, ominous? Oh yeah, that slasher creep. I appreciate the classic Jason vibe he has going on. He's hoping he doesn't live up to the look for all our sakes. Do you think the town is doomed? I think everything is probably doomed at some point, but I guess that's answering a different question. Do I think the town of Scarlet Hollow is one on the brink of collapse? Probably not. But it's not like I have a lot of perspective on what it's like out there. There could be rioting on Main Street, and if Stella or the doc didn't tell me, I just wouldn't know. I would totally tell you if there was a riot. Would Dr. Kelly tell you, though? I mean, yeah, I hope so, but the point I'm trying to make is that other people are in my eyes out there. What do you think of my cousin? She was always so distant and mean. Probably would have thought she had it out for me personally if she wasn't like that towards everyone. Or if I thought she even knew my name. But people change. Maybe she's nicer now. She's still terrible. You guys just never took the chance to get to know her. Oh shit, sorry. She's really funny and sweet. Maybe back in high school, but now she's just like a total cold-hearted bitch. I'll pass, thanks. Exactly. Your mom is scary. I feel like she used to be less scary, but maybe I was just oblivious as a teen. Speak for herself. Possible she's gotten a bit of on edge lately. I think my condition has her stressing out a lot. This reminds me of that movie Would You Rather. The main character has I think a brother that has leukemia, and it gets like really hard for her to keep up with the medical debt and the treatment costs. So she ends up doing this Would You Rather thing where the rich guy basically tortures them until they die, and then at the end of the movie something bad happens to them, and it's I don't want to spoil it, but it's a really sad twist ending. It kind of reminds me of this. It makes me wonder if Reese is going to end up doing something to lighten the load on the mom. But even if she's a little harsh, she means well. She's just looking out for me. With the flirting. He's kind of hot. Oh my god. I can see that. Stella, no. Stella, no. Bad Stella gets me. Oh, she's my spirit animal. What? Chris, the one who has the hots for Reese's mom. I'm just being supportive. It's healthy to have a range of interests. Okay, let's just move on and pretend that neither of you said anything. That's so great. That's quite a movie collection you got. Got any Rex? Let me think. Oh, have you heard of Shino-Chi Deathblood? I saw that for the first time recently and it blew me away. Excellent example of both Japanese horror and found footage done right. Maybe we could do a movie night later this week. Is that an actual thing? Shino-Chi. Oh, it is. Shino-Chi Deathblood, Shino-Chi is based on a Japanese horror movie called Noroi the Curse. Noroi the Curse. Ooh, it does look like a found footage movie. Oh, interesting. Is your mom gonna let us? I don't see why she wouldn't. It's just a movie. Oh my god, yes, we haven't had a movie night in years. So you three go way back, huh? Almost to the womb. The school here is a tiny K-12. Not exactly a one-room schoolhouse, but not far from it. We're lucky we've got along as much as we did. Some kids weren't able to make any friends their own age. They just happened to be born around the same time as some real jerks and were stuck with them through their whole school career. Poor kids. Now that we're free from dealing with jerks like a certain Scarlet I could name, Okay, she was a little rough around the edges, but she was pretty friendly when you got past that. Maybe to you, but the way she looked at me, you'd think I rolled in something foul every morning before school. Same here, though to be fair, the feeling was mutual between us. She deserved it, though. Your art. Huh. It's grotesque. Thank you. I'm not sure if you meant that as a compliment, but I'm not sure what to call them. The urges that go into these aren't exactly peaceful or joyous, so I feel like grotesque is sort of the intent behind them. The reason I said this because I get that's like the feeling that you want to convey when you paint them. Especially this one right here on the left is like pulling their rib cage out of their body. Having other people look at them sometimes feels like I'm having them look over a raw wound. You know, I still got that painting I sold from you back in high school. I even took it to college with me. You make good stuff, dude. Oh no, you should get rid of that old thing. It's ancient. Knowing there are people out there who might see something I made in high school is horrifying. I mean, the same thing could be said of anyone who's created something when they were younger. They find it probably cringeworthy. No way, it's rad and people compliment it all the time. You can gain a real following if you've posted these online, you know. No, I think I'm okay sticking to sparsely populated late-night live streams. That's all like social media I can handle. I don't know how you do it, Stella, having to exist in front of all those people all the time. I mean, as the live streamer / content creator, I mean, you kind of get used to it. Or you get used to it, or you just stop caring after a while. Knowing some version of you lives in their heads, knowing they expect something out of you that you might not be able to give them. Now, that is something I haven't specifically gotten over, or I've dealt with. Damn. Okay, but what if the only time you've ever put your art on display is a live stream during ghoul hours? When am I going to be able to see what you've been working on? Tell you what, when I die, I'll leave you my paintings, then you can see them all. Maybe they'll be worth millions since I'll be dead. I'll be able to rest easy knowing someone had retroactively given my life value. I guess I'll fucking flirt. I'm here till Monday. That would be amazing, though I should warn you, I work odd hours. I don't usually pick up a brush until late at night. But if that's not a deal breaker, it'd be incredible to have such a captivating model. I look forward to the company. I hope I can do your likeness justice. Maybe we could all come, wouldn't that be fun? Kanika's eyes dart uncomfortably towards the floor. Reese's mom shouts from the kitchen. Aww. I don't like making her uncomfortable. Fuck. Dinner's on the table. Guess that's it for catching up. Make sure you all wash your hands with soap. I don't want anyone sharing their germs. Your thing, Doc. Yes, ma'am. Make her way towards the sink, but are stopped in your tracks by the pull of an odd door at the end of the hallway. Feels like a place like if you accidentally walked into a different older house. But more than that, you feel something radiating out from behind it, something dark and cold. Something reminds you of the dusty tunnels you narrowly escaped last night. An oppressive hum just beyond your hearing fills the air, and you feel strange. You're compelled to approach the door, drawn in as if hypnotized. Open the door. I love when the horror like visual novel has all the options just the same thing. It really fucks with you. Like it gives you the illusion of picking a different choice, but then it basically crushes it in front of you. Like, no, you have to do it. You have to do it. Before you know it, the doorknob is turning in your hand, your heart full of both deep dread and a compulsive need to know what might be on the other side. What do you think you're doing? The back rooms. Well? Something compelling me about this door. No, there isn't. Now wash your hands. Return to the door. You need to know what's behind the door. No, you don't. Come on, wash your hands and sit down. Grabs you by the shoulder, yanking you away. You do as she says, cleaning up after under her watchful eyes and allowing yourself to be ushered back to the table and away from the door. Ooh, spaghetti? I don't like that Doc is just completely looking at me like that. Dinner's already laid out. Dinner roll, spaghetti, and a light salad. Kanika anxiously picks at her food. Stella is nervously talkative, and Reese is suddenly quiet and tense. His shoulders tight as his mother perches on the chair next to his. Dr. Kelly eyes all of you with a sharp, fierce gaze. She sits opposite you at the far head of the table, her features silhouetted against the light of the setting sun in the window behind her. Pills. She slides a few tablets towards Reese. He obediently swallows them. This is excellent, Dr. Kelly. Is the pasta sauce homemade? No, it's from a jar. I worked too many hours to make my own pasta sauce. We have excellent taste in brands, and if you want any tips on easy home-cooked pasta sauces, you know I... No thanks, Stella. I have the internet if I need recipes. God. Why is it... I get that she's, like, so fixated on trying to help her son, but she can at least be a little bit nicer about things. Thanks again for having us, Dr. Kelly. We really appreciate it. Explore the danger. I can just go out and say it! You know, I think I saw a video online about a family like yours. Turns out the mom was poisoning her kid for 18 years. Dinner table goes quiet. Oh yeah, I think I saw that one too. Wild stuff. That's so. Silence returns. Seconds feel drawn out like minutes. I just love making it so awkward. It's so funny. Aside from Reese's mom staring down at the table, nobody's making eye contact with anyone else. There's no need for everyone to be so tense. Everything's okay. We're just here to have a nice dinner. Speak for yourself. Doc, really, it's fine. Is it, or am I being interrogated in my own house by a guest I met yesterday? For his defense, a lot of awful stuff has happened in the past couple of days, and there are a lot of lingering questions. It's pretty hard to take the detective hat once you put it on. That may be the case, but Reese doesn't need to be agitated by this. I want to know what's going on out there. I don't care if it agitates me, and look, I'm fine. There's a long quiet as Dr. Kelly closes her eyes in reflection. Alright, I'll try to give this a chance. About Reese. Reese is a talented artist. You must be very proud of him. He has a lot of skill, honed through practice and dedication. I can't say I understand a lot of his pieces, but of course I'm proud. Thanks, Doc. Does no one in this house have two parents? Dr. Kelly's glare intensifies. Small towns are full of drama. People meet when they're young and reckless, and it doesn't always work out long term. Plus, the hills are dangerous, and the job's even more so. Things happen, not everyone gets some fairy tale ending. You can find happy endings anywhere, though. Doesn't have to be perfect, but people can still be happy even if bad things happen to them. Guess living in denial is a kind of happiness, sure. All of these ones are, a little prying, but what exactly does he have? I'm not poisoning my son. You can stop with the thinly veiled accusations. He has a combination of genetic diseases that give him a fragile immune system, among other things. Oh! Isn't that what Iron Mouse has? He has like a, he has like a really bad immune system, so even like the littlest thing could get her sick. There's someone else that's like that. What? Who is it? It escaped my mind. It's too much to get into, a lot of technical terms that I have to explain. It's not good dinner talk, and it can't be pleasant for him to have to hear it again, so let's drop it. I'm fine talking about it. I'd rather we talk about something else. The more you talk, the less you feel like you're having a conversation, and the more you feel like you're treading on eggshells. You think Reese might feel better if he got to see people more often? No. I'm his doctor and his mother. You are someone who met him for the first time less than half an hour ago. One of us is a little more qualified to make decisions about his life. You know, Doc, I feel pretty okay. I mean, as okay as I usually do, so still kind of shitty. But I don't think having people over has been rough on my health as you thought it might be. It's been really nice. Hear that? Reese can hang out with friends again. If you're still feeling okay after dinner, maybe you can even come ghost hunting with... Oh, jeez, Kanika, what was that for? Don't push it, Stella. Just say that next time instead of kicking me. Your boots are heavy. Sorry, Dr. Kelly, we're totally respectful of Reese's boundaries, even though they might seem a little arbitrary and strict. They're not arbitrary. The rules are in place for a good reason. Tell me how great you feel in an hour when the exhaustion catches up to you, Reese. You'll be knocked out all evening and regretting every minute of this, let me assure you. As if I would regret being able to see other people for the first time in months. I don't care what happens, it was worth it. Alright, that's enough. Dr. Kelly's interrupted by Reese before she can finish her thought. So we were talking about maybe watching a movie sometimes this week while Chris is still in town. We'll have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie, Doc. Yeah, we'll just sit downstairs in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure he'll be okay. You're always overestimating how much you'll be able to do, Reese. This is why you keep getting sick. This is why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, so what? It's not like that's ever gonna change. I'm sick every day. I'm not getting better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in the basement alone, just because seeing my friends is being deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for God's sakes. I can't believe I have to ask permission from my mom just to have friends over. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can try to fix. Silence as Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open. Reese? Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves. Damn, but I knew it. I knew this would be too much. Everyone get out of my house, please. Just leave us alone. Trying to interfere with his life. All it does is hurt him even more. We can't just leave him like this. Now is when he needs friends the most. No, now is when he needs me the most. I'm his doctor and his mother. I know you care about him, I know that, and he knows it too. But all any of you would do is get in the way. So just leave. Please. He seemed fine before dinner. It always comes in waves, and I can assure you right now he's very much not fine. Now leave. Three of you are rushed to the door. We'll be back, Reese. I hope you feel better soon. This is very weird. As soon as he took those pills, he started feeling weird. Dr. Kelly shuts the door in your face as the click of a lock signals the end of your dinner at Reese's. You really think Reese's mom is poisoning him? She is, I swear to God. She wouldn't, that's just so horrible. Who could do something like that to their own kid and for so long? No, there's no way. Y'all are barking up the wrong tree. It seems far-fetched, and it's definitely rare, but I don't think we can rule it out. Something weird happened when I went to wash my hands. It was like I was forced to try and break into the clinic. Forced how? It was like something was making me go there. I wonder, was it like the carving in the pit last night? Or you had the seizure, it was kind of like you were hypnotized. I wasn't there, but I guess I'll take your word on it. Hypnotism seems like a step up from what we've been dealing with, though. I don't know, a lot has happened last week. Or last night. But the whole thing was very trance-like. Guess it was kind of similar. What if there's another carving in there? That'd be so weird. If there is, I wonder if it'd give you another vision. Maybe these things have something to do with the ditchlings. You're not suggesting we go around poking around in there, are you? Of course I am. Maybe tomorrow. I am not breaking into Dr. Kelly's clinic based on a bad 5 Chris got. Something seriously wrong with that dynamic. It's probably the understatement of the week. This whole thing is fishy. I'm starting to feel my fear Dr. Kelly is a little more justified than I thought. She's just overprotective. I'm sure that's all that's going on. She has every right to be. I mean, the poor guy took 2 bites of food and got sick immediately. I can't imagine what that's like for both of them to go through. Like, I'm just saying, maybe there's more to their dynamic than just him being sick, but it's not like there's much we can do about it right now. We can probably go back and forth on this for a while. Let's grab Gretchen and get going. The sun is setting and we wouldn't want to miss a second of ghost action. I don't know, man. I think we should find out what pills he's taking. Zilla hurries off down the hill almost as if to run away from what just happened. You and Kanika follow her down the slow darkening street. Lit by the orange hues of the setting sun, the library feels different. What was once a quaint building in a small town now stands as an imposing structure. Its walls holding something that stares back at you with a menace. Maybe Kanika's right. Maybe ghosts aren't real, and the rest of tonight is going to be a pleasant break from the events of the past few days. Hot. A ghost hunt seems like the perfect place to sneak in some smooching under the guise of splitting up and searching for clues. Maybe a special someone might be interested in breaking off from the rest of the group. Ooh, I have the perfect someone. Just as the exterior was intimidating with setting sun, the inside of the library is dark, its shadows deep and foreboding. The meet and greet with the mayor ended quite some time ago, and the throngs of visitors took whatever joy was in this place with them as they left. Hey Oscar, are you back yet? You can't yell in a library, it's against the rules. It's after hours, rules only apply before 5 p.m. Now it's our domain. Hey, you're just in time. Rosalina's situated in the back room. Alexis is going to keep her company while we hopefully get all this sorted out. I'd love for her to be able to sleep in her own bed tonight. How's she doing? She's not quite as chipper as she was when she was on stronger meds, but she's still doing surprisingly well. Alexis has been on by her side nonstop. She's been a really good friend. Rosalina and I are both lucky to have her right now. I wonder what happened to the other fucking girl, the one that lied to them to get them to go farther in the mine. I bet she feels like utter shit about this. Oh, your friend from school got her leg amputated because you lied to her. I've come fully loaded. Got my EMF reader, temperature gauge, spirit box, infrared camera, UV light, video camera, assault, flashlights for everyone in case the ghost messes with the electricity. Parabolic microphone, Sharpies and paper for automatic writing, matches and candles for rituals. And you got your Spectre sniffing compatriot at your side too. This nose can sniff out any ne'er-do-well we might find, whether spirit or scoundrel. Oh, and a Ouija board. I know they're toys, but you never know what might come in handy. Wow, that's a lot of ghost hunting stuff for something that was so last minute. You just have this stuff ready to go in a bug-out bag or something? Of course I do. Actually, they stashed a couple bags here overnight after I got back from the mines. Excuse me? I wasn't about to carry everything around all day. This way we can go light and pop out to grab more stuff once things start getting spooky. I may have never found any compelling evidence of ghosts, but that's not for lack of trying. And after last night, I'm more than ready to try again. Yeah, Avery! Oh yeah, hope I'm not too late. Have I missed any creepy paranormal stuff? Avery, glad you could make it. The more pairs of hands we have, the more equipment we can carry. Your thing, always happy to offer a hand or two. Hope you aren't taking this as seriously as everyone else. I need someone else to be rational with. Whoa, is that an EMF reader? I've never seen one in person. Look at all this stuff. Spirit box, parabolic microphone. Y'all really covered all your bases. Oh no. He's a ghost hunting freak too. Hey, I'm as rational as they come. I'm just not ready to rule out weird paranormal stuff. When people tell me they saw a ghost, who am I to say they didn't? I mean, y'all apparently saw some really unexplainable stuff on Monday. That mine only collapsing again after 100 years while y'all were there? I'm just saying, anything seems possible right now. Like aliens. This whole town is one big supernatural death trap. I swear, it's not usually like this. It's really nice people. It's a really nice place to visit most of the time. It's not this week, apparently. Yeah, you can tell from all the shuttered storefront and jaded residents. This place has been a more metaphorical death trap for a long time, and it's decided to be a little more obvious about it now. The leaves are really pretty this time of year, though. They sure are. See, it has its charms. Oh, right! Oh my god, he has a fucking shirt that has his name on it. He's such a dummy. Yo, don't go off ghost hunting without Zane. No way was I ever forget your promise, Stella. Zane, glad you could make it. I was confronted with my own mortality for the first time yesterday, so I'm desperate for answers about the afterlife to ease my troubled mind. Now let's go mess with some ghosts. Go, team venture! My oh my, this certainly has a lot of humans for one little ghost hunt. I do hope this means my dear Stella will be safe this evening, and whatever foul creatures lurk in the shadows choose to prey on someone else. I hope the house is big enough for 6 ghost hunters at once. This is everyone, we can go ahead and get started. It's through the back, follow me. Hey human, kick ghost ass, okay? All my stuff in there. Kick ghost ass, okay? All my stuff in there, okay. All my stuff is in there. A little spelling error. Looks like the sun is almost set. This is when stuff usually starts to kick off. I haven't been back inside for about a week, so I have no idea what to expect. Hey! Oh no. Oh god. Damn. That really sucks. Maybe I should have just just should have saved Rosalina and let the other two kids die in the mine collapse. You're not doing this without me. If there's a ghost, I want to see it with my own eyes. For some reason, I'm imagining Velma's voice coming out of Rosalina's mouth. Sorry, Mr. Gutierrez. I tried to stop her, but she was really convincing. Oh, hi, Zane. What's up? Yo. Rosalina, you're not supposed to be out of bed. Let her come with us. It's her house, too. Yes, I agree. It's best to give this pup a chance to face her obstacles head-on. Take it from an old soul like me. Yeah, I've done enough resting. It's not like hobbling around a library is any different than hobbling around our house. I miss being there. I miss feeling home. You shouldn't be hobbling around at all. Just take it easy until you're more healed. We've got to learn to walk around eventually. Might as well start while I'm still on pain meds, and our house is in one story. It's not like I'm climbing Everest. Oscar sighs. The answer is no, Rosa. You need to rest. As if. I can't get any rest in that crappy little back room. I want our house back. I'm coming with you. Crappy, since when do you use language like that? And we have this taken care of. Nearly half the town is here to help. What are you gonna do, old man? You can't stop me. I'm injured, remember? Old man? Okay, now you're just being a little bit mean. You don't have to be that mean to your dad. Not that old. You better turn around or I'll ground you. Dad, I'm pretty sure I'm as grounded as I can get, and I'm fine. This doesn't even hurt. I don't feel anything. Just because you're on painkillers, Rosa, doesn't mean that... Rosalina ignores him, grimacing but confident as she hobbles forward on her crutches, Oscar says, and does nothing to stop her. Okay. Wow, he is, I'll come out and say it. Oscar's like a little bit of a pussy when it comes to his daughter. He doesn't have any, like, firm boundaries. No wonder Rosalina just walks all over him. He's gotta be more, a little bit more controlling. She's the daughter, he's the parent. She has to learn to take orders, or not, well, like, obey his wishes, especially when it comes to this sort of stuff. You all cross over the threshold and enter Oscar's living room. Family photos line the walls, and stacks of books sit comfortably on wooden furniture. Okay, looks pretty normal for now. I don't remember that picture being on the floor, but that could be non-supernatural. None of my equipment is picking up anything around the picture. But I'll set up a camera in case it falls again. It could be important evidence. Might want to save your cameras for Rosalina's room. That's where I've seen the ghost manifest. Wonder if the ghost will even show with this many people around. Oh dear, could someone please warm the air back up? My joints are creaking in this dreadful chill. Wait, is it just me or does it suddenly feel colder? It sure does. I definitely feel that. Damn, I got chills. Temperature gun says it's actually a couple degrees colder, but that's normal. Rooms or in hallways are sometimes colder than other parts of the house. Whoa, genuine cold spot. I gotta snap a pic for posterity. Is that it? That isn't very scary. I feel a presence. Okay, I want to do the smooching, so I want to hit the Explorer first. Wait, Rosalina, if the ghost manifests in your room, shouldn't you have seen it? I've only seen the stain. Dad made me switch rooms with him before we moved out. I wasn't about to let my daughter sleep in a haunted bedroom. I spent most of my nights on the couch before we set up shop in the library. Even if there is something back there, I'm not scared of it. I'm mad at it. Y'all are so brave, I'd be terrified sleeping somewhere that might have a ghost. Okay. I gotta say this is Fred from fucking Scooby-Doo. Alright, gang. I think we'll cover more ground if we split up and search for clues. I just need an ascot. Let's see. Oh my god, it even has the fucking... it even has the Scooby-Doo unmasking. The achievement art. Well, if that's the case, then I call dibs on Chris. No, absolutely not. I think we all know how that would go. Ghost or no, splitting up is always a recipe for disaster. Yeah, you're probably right. If we discover a ghost here, we should all discover it together. That's not exactly the angle I was going for, but okay. Oh no, no smooching. Why? Once we find the ghost now, how are we gonna get rid of it? Like, how does one bust such a thing? Well, my ghost hunting kit has symbols from every major religion, sorted holy books, a bunch of salt, and some jars. For ectoplasm. Oh my god, is someone gonna get slimed? If worst comes to worst, we can always use the Ouija board to politely ask it to leave. Aren't Ouija boards super cursed? Are you sure that wouldn't make it mad or invite a demon into the house or something? That sounds like fun to me. We might as well try it, right? What's the worst that can happen? We make the ghost mad and it gives us more evidence? Sounds like a win-win. Oh no. Oh no. This is gonna be really bad, isn't it? I think I'd rather not take the chance. One ghost is enough to deal with. I don't much like the thought of opening a door for something worse. Yeah, you might be right, Oscar. Next we know, fucking Gretchen is gonna get possessed by a demon or something. Wow, you've never been this superstitious, Dad. This ghost has really freaked you out. Okay. Oscar takes a deep breath before continuing. Let's head to Rosalina's room. Follow me. Oh, that's stain. Looks like blood. Is that blood? Wow. The feeling again, like the mines, like the door to the clinic, a dusty, suffocating, dizzying feeling. Something is in this house, though whether it's a ghost or something worse, you aren't sure. Whoa. This is where I've seen it. It appears on top of the stain. You mean this massive blood stain? It sinks to high heaven. Weird, I'm not getting anything. It's not even cold. It's the same temperature as the living room. Nothing on the EMF either. And your equipment is wrong. The stain is definitely paranormal. I've scrubbed it out too many times to count. It just keeps coming back. Is this a stain, Dad? Can we just cover it back up? I don't mind sleeping in here. Maybe we have to scrub it out first. Could be that paranormal stuff will activate if we give it a reason to. Oh, good idea. If y'all are offering free carpet cleaning, be my guest. Gretchen says it's a blood stain. Ghost blood. Or it's just a rusty pipe leaking all over your floor. I think that'd be a bigger problem than what Chris and Stella are suggesting. I don't know, ghost blood sounds pretty intense. Have y'all tried ripping up the carpet to see what's causing the stain? The government owns this house. There's no way I'm leaving a big red stain in their carpet. I made sure it was pristine every morning. Besides, I also kind of assumed it was ghost blood, which it is. What if there's something written under there? Only one way to be sure. Stella excitedly starts tugging at the corner of the carpet. Are we digging? Let me help. This is my area of expertise, after all. Oh dear. You're doing the government a favor, really. We'll cover for you. You don't have to sweat it. Oh! It's a fucking trap door. Huh. I was gonna say, whoever sold them this house should have, like, included that. It's really weird. They just pulled it back. They didn't even have to cut it out or anything. So does that kind of tells me that someone was taking stuff down there and just covering it back up to hide. If it was that easy just to uncover it. The floor around it is stained in reddish brown. What if there's a ghost after all? What if somebody lives down there? Okay, maybe I don't want to sleep in here. A hatch. A hidden hatch. This is even better than finding a message. But there's no basement in this house, at least. We weren't told about a basement. And look, all the red stuff is coming from underneath. Oh yeah, this is super haunted. Alright, you got a basement chock full of ghosts. I can just feel it. Still no readings, though. None of the equipment has made a sound. Of course not. Y'all know last month was super rainy. It's clearly been a long time since anyone stepped foot in the basement or crawl space or whatever it is under that hatch. There must be a leak that flooded the whole area under the house. The water dissolved the caulk around the edge, it leaked through the carpet, and it's red because North Carolina has red-ass dirt. It's as simple as that. It's not mud, it's blood. Human blood. I tested it. Maybe you tested it wrong? It can't be blood, right? Kanika! How do you, like, test it wrong? You just put it in the machine, and it tells you what it is. Whatever it is, I need to know what's down there. I need to know what's been under my bed all these years. Yeah, there's an old hatch in the floor that someone tried to seal up. We're not leaving until we explored every nook and cranny. Have you considered they may have tried sealing it up because it's unsafe? Oh, do you think the flooding could be made the house unstable? I'm all in on ghost hunting, but I don't know if I could crawl into another dangerous crevasse. Or crevice. I'm going for it. Ugh. You come into Oscar's living room. You can't tell what time it is. You and your friends are nowhere in sight. The building feels colder, and there's something about the air that feels wrong. It's stale, with an undercurrent of mold and earth. What the fuck happened? Wait, does it look any different? No, it looks all this... Where's the painting? Where's the painting that was up here? You feel claustrophobic as though you're in a coffin, each breath depleting with little oxygen is left. Hello, is anybody there? There's no reply. Call somebody. Call Stella. Eddie? You hear something drop violently on the other end, and then a dial tone. Call Kanika. Eddie? What did it say? It's this... It's the same voice you heard when you called Stella, uttering the same phrase. You once again hear something drop violently and then a dial tone. Call the cops. Hello, what's your... Hello? Is this some kind of prank? Franklin, come listen to this. Is that some kind of old-time radio show? But it's just repeating the same phrase over and over. Somebody's trying to creep us out. Now, hold on just a minute. Ain't this area code from Texas? I'll be damned. Listen here, Chris, we know that's you. You got some nerve calling in with a juvenile prank like this. Damn if it ain't creepy, though. Eddie? Eddie? Repeating like that. Do we know any Eddies? Just hang up, Hugby. You gotta keep these lines clear for real callers. We'll deal with Chris later. I've been looking all over for you. Where did you... What? Why are you saying that? I didn't say anything. Yeah, okay, I get it. Pulling a funny little prank on your poor long-suffering cousin, playing some creepy old-timey radio clip over the radio. Kanika put you up to this? Whatever, just come home. I'm sick of chasing after you. This career isn't getting you anywhere. Look for your friends in the library. You have no idea how long you've been out, but by the lighting in the living room, it's much later than your last memories of being awake. Everyone else must have gone home and left you here. You turn around, leaving Oscar's house to return to the library. That's funny, you don't remember there being a second door at the end of this corridor. Turn back around. You turn... Oh my god, it's an infinite looping hallway. It's a Silent Hills. Was it the room? It's the Kojima Silent Hill game. I forgot the fucking name of the demo. It's the same door you saw, only now it's in front of you, again. Continue, going through the door. Shrug and walk through the door in front of you. Oh. Okay, this is weird. There's a ditchling right there. We can't really see. Hold on. Weird. Something isn't right. Feels like a late summer afternoon. The air is warm and wet. The scent of flowers drifts on the breeze. Holy fucking hell. Stella? Gretchen? What is what? Why do you look more thick down there than usual? The moment stirs as a figure cloaked in shadow rises to attention. Bark, bark, wolf, bark. Who are you? What are you doing on my property? Stella? Holy shit, Stella, you scared me. You say Eddie? No one's called me that in a long time, but it's Edwardine now. I'm not a child anymore. Eddie, that's the same name I heard over the phone. I wish I could say the same. You should have stayed gone, and you absolutely shouldn't have showed up here of all places. If you're caught, I don't think you'd understand what Father might do. I'm not scared of Father. Arf, arf. I can't. It's not that easy for me. My brothers were sent to Normandy. And now I'm the only Scarlet left besides Father. I have responsibilities, Charlie. Gretchen, can you still talk to me? Silence from the dog. You should just get out of town while you still can. Whatever you came back for, it's not worth it. Let her go, please. Oh no, 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 no. She's gone along with the shadow in the corner of the room. You're alone in this strange garden. Follow her. You move to follow the narrow path through the foliage. As you step forward... What is that underneath the door? Single door, standing solitary in the middle of the garden, appears before you. Enter. You walk up to the door and open it. What the fuck? There's another ditchling. Another one right there. There's a pickaxe. Bells ring as a cacophony rages outside. The door in front of you pulsates as figures unseen bang against it. The shaded figure from the garden sits in the corner, ever so slightly more defined. This pickaxe sound is exactly like what we heard in the mines last episode. Oh, Jesus. Rosalina. Junior, pack your things, quickly, hurry. Alexis? Maybe we should run him onto the rail too, make an example of the whole family. Okay, I'll pack real good. He's is only a child, we'll leave peacefully and just give us a little time. There were only children, too. My boy was in there. Why should I give Junior here all the time in the world to gather his little toys and fancy clothes? Oh. This must be what happened after the mine collapsed. They want to kill, they want to kill the Scarlets because of the mine collapse that killed all the kids and, like, the people in the mines. My boy didn't have that kind of luxury. You're talking about the collapse, aren't you? The one from 100 years ago. Don't listen to him, Charlie. Just keep packing. Look like the others are on their way. Better hurry, boy, or you and your little DAWs hero might get burned up. And as for you, lady, what makes you think you're going to be keeping any of those valuables you're packing in that fine suitcase of yours? I'm not scared of you. Trust me, boy, the coppers ain't coming here tonight. What makes you think you can talk to an adult like that? Maybe they should have had you working on the mines too instead of lazing around in this big house. Maybe you would have learned a thing or two about respecting your elders. Don't talk to my son like that. Don't talk to me like that, woman. I call the shots and I'll get out unless you want to go up in flames with all your precious jewels and expensive dresses. Lights are off, released a trailer? What's that? You're lucky I'm even letting you leave. Am I supposed to be you? It's okay, Charlie. You can make new ones, even better than these. Oh, the self-aware robot? I'm good for him. Shouldn't be playing with dolls anyway. Now you're gonna have to earn your keep just like the rest of us, boy. No more big inheritance for you. Alexis and Rosalina are whisked away, leaving you behind in an empty room. As they depart, the front door stops pounding, and opens into a beckoning white void. Before you have the chance to think, another door creaks open on what you thought was the ceiling. There you are. This is quite the... Oh, it's fucking Wayne! This is quite the maze, isn't it? Absolutely crawling with these miserable little parasites. Bottom feeders. Talk. How did you get down here? I followed you in. I'm never very far behind. As he approaches, a smell hits you. Sweating, suffocated flesh with a tinge on the saccharine and stomach-churning scent of decay. Shall we find the end of this little maze? Walk forward into the void. There's no need for you to run away from Wayne. You step past him and walk into the void. I'm going off on a limb and gonna take him by his word. There's another fucking ditchling there. And there. There's that thing in the corner that was in the last room. You're outside and it's night, a false moon looming massive in the painted sky. Wayne is gone. The night feels thick and warm, the insects lively, their calls unnaturally tinny. Everything feels warped and wrong, like you're listening to a record fished from the bottom of a pond. Unless your eyes are playing tricks on you, the shadow in the corner keeps getting closer. Oh, Kanika. Damn, you're so hot. You poor dear, I've been keeping track of you, scuttling around town like a tomcat. You've fallen hard for Miss Edwardine, haven't you? Edwardine. Oh, Kanika, I'll get you out of here, I promise. There's no need to be embarrassed. Your secret is safe with me. You know, I never did approve of what the Scarlets did to your family and what it did to the two of you young'uns. Childhood sweethearts, just think of how lovely it would be if you could just be happy together. That's what you want, isn't it? Edwardine and Charlie. I'm sure by now you realize the young lady doesn't plan on leaving with you, but it's not for lack of desire, as well as you well know. It's Enoch. Even if you dragged her over the town limits, his hold over her would make sure neither of you were happy ever again. Just think about what happened to your pure mother and father. Do you want that to be the two of you? Enoch. Okay. Enoch is one of my ancestors, right? I think I read about him yesterday. Right, yeah, we did. When we were at the library. That was the one that wasn't that the guy that founded the town and bought the land once he found out there was like a really big coal deposit? Or is that someone else? Powers at work here are stronger than you that even your love could withstand. You need to break the bonds holding her here, then you can both go free. No more misfortune, not for you, not for anyone else bold enough to step foot outside the holler. Kanika mimes handing you something though her hand is empty. Everything you need to know is on that map. What's that about misfortune is stepping foot outside the holler? Is the town cursed? Listen to the figure. That's where you'll find them. You need her there, and be careful. Good luck to the both of you. I hope you get your happiness. Oh shit, the figure went away. And then she's gone. That's like something out of fucking, that Jim Carrey movie. No, what is it called? What's that Jim Carrey movie where he's like in a TV show? Was it? No. Truman Show. Truman Show. Sorry, fucking, it escaped my mind. I had to Google it. It's trying to get rid of me. I'll have to try harder. Fuck. Am I dead? Of course not. I would never let something so weak harm you, let alone kill you. So you and Tabitha, huh? That was a thing? This body knew her well. Oh, this body. So you're not Wayne anymore. Something is possessing Wayne. Is that why you have that veil over your head? It's like a parasite that cut off Wayne's head and just like went inside the empty hole. What's doing this? A resonant, a ghost, whatever it is you call it, the leftovers of a human existence, festering and forgotten, feeding on the energy of more powerful beings to do this. Pathetic. Why are you following me? Clearly you need protecting. I'm just looking out for you. What the hell is going on in this town? I'm sure you'll be able to piece it together soon enough. Rather you find out on your own first. That's the only way you can really know who to trust. Then I can finally tell you more. There is so much to discuss when that time comes. What are you? I'm a friend. That's not an answer. Okay, do you know the way out? I will soon, but in the meantime you have nothing to fear. I'm watching over you. I'm not worried about myself, I'm more worried about my friends. People you only met 2 days ago? I'm sure if something happens to them, you'll recover soon enough. Not as if your bonds are strong enough to leave a mark when broken. Oh god, the power of our bonds. It's like fucking Persona all over again. Continue forward. You continue forward through the uncanny underbrush. Okay, let's see. Okay, there's another ditchling. There's that fucking ghost thing again. This looks like Oscar. Once again, you find yourself separated and alone. A long wooden corridor stands before you, littered with bottles and rails. Oh, it's Zane. I'm afraid he doesn't have long. If there's anything you need to say to him, I'd say it now. Zane... There's the fucking ghost thing again. More ditchlings. Ugh. As Zane is swept away, the room pulls itself to you and you find yourself looming over a deathbed. Oscar lies in its center, looking pitifully small. I'm sorry, boy. Sorry I let my troubles drive your mama away, and sorry those troubles mean I'm leaving you all alone now. The spirit talk. Damn it, Junior, how many times do I have to tell you? I tried to stop it from happening, but that damn snake Enoch went behind my back. There's Enoch again. You're saying Enoch was the one responsible for the collapse. You're right, I've been using that excuse for too many years, and at a certain point, a man has to accept when he's dug his own grave. They may have run me out, but they didn't put the bottle in my hands, still. They destroyed our legacy, boy. Both our names are cursed with that history. I'll be dead and gone soon, but I won't be able to rest. Not until our name is cleared, not until you can pass on this name with pride. It's my only request, Charlie. Go back there, tell people the truth, try to find proof. I don't know what you'll have to do, but please. I know I ain't been the best father, but I'm no murderer. Is that getting closer to Aberdeen and the... Yeah. Guessing this request didn't really pan out. If the Scarlets were exposed for the collapse, Tabitha and I probably wouldn't be around. Gavin, boy, I may not have till the morning. Promise me you'll go back and at least the very least show the Enoch bastard what for. I promise. You watch as Oscar's body seizes and falls to the sheets, taking the rattling pile of bottles with him. Such theatrics. Oh, there you are. What a waste of time. Why force you to see any of this? People always think their own experiences are so important. Well, what does any of it matter? Fuck. I can flirt with him. Fuck that. No. You know what it's trying to tell me? Yes, and it's trivial. Don't worry yourself with it. You keep disappearing. It's doing its best to keep us apart, but I have a feeling it'll be over soon, then the exit won't be hard to find. Are my friends dead? You're alive. I'm not sure they'll stay that way. Okay, let's move on. Let's. You move back to the beds to quietly leave through the hole Oscar left behind and crawl through. There's more of these fucking ditchlings. There's that fucking ghost again. You find yourself pressed uncomfortably against a trellis? A small castle sits off to one side of the wall, and the bars of her prison loom over both all of it and all of you. Oh, it's Avery. Climbing up the trellis again? How very Romeo and Juliet of you. No need to run off, I won't tell the old man. Though you've gotten sloppy, you should try to be more careful if you don't want him putting you in an early grave. Who are you supposed to be? No, not one of her brothers. I'm a prisoner, another victim of the Scarlet's lies, like you, Charles Shaw. Is this what's in the Forbidden Wing? Mere generation makes no difference. His blood runs in your veins, does it not? And now it runs in hers. As it seems your little tryst bore fruit, and oh, will you ever be in trouble when the old man finds out? going to be a daddy? Fruit as in... You know, you don't have to keep dangling there. Come inside, you'll be able to hear me through the door just fine. No, I recognize this door. This was one of the doors that we saw in the outro to episode 2. The one that has a bunch of fucking locks on it. Okay. The world around you swirls and you find yourself pulled to the other side of a wall. A door bound by countless locks and chains pulsates before you. What is this place? Is there really something like this in the estate? Does Tabitha know about it? That's not what I invited you in for. I couldn't escape even with your help. I merely wanted to offer a warning. Leave town now. Why? Why should I leave? You can't take her with you. It's not possible. You can always stay and die. But if I were you, I would use my healthy legs and run as far from Scarlet Hollow as possible. Huh, okay. I hear the beaches are nice. Why don't you take a permanent vacation there? Why should I trust you? You've been talking to the witch then. How very interesting. Charlie, get away from the door. Don't listen to it. Eddie. It's not Eddie. That's Stella. Or which is real? Eddie, what the hell is going on here? How does it know that? Interesting interpretation. Talk. What was that? That little room. Prison, clearly. I get the feeling we're clearly at the end of this little maze. Stay close. Wayne disappears in the dark corridor. You follow close behind. For your first time, you and Wayne enter a new room unseparated. The two of you finding yourselves huddled under a large table. Stella stares through you as indecipherable murmurs and shuffling feet echo from the ends of the table. There's that lamb. What? Legs? Yap, yap, yap. They're so lovely. Are you sure you can keep one? You must have worked very hard on them. It's a gift. Take it. Just let the scene play out. There's no use trying to communicate, whether with the resident or your little friends. I'll try to keep it away from my brother so he doesn't smash it. Though I wish I could make it move like you can. We did find a doll in the closet of the guest room. I wonder if this is related to that in some way. You can even do the voices, you know. You could probably make real money if you put on a show for people. Remain silent. Traveling show, and you'd want me there too? Oh, we can go to towns along the beach. I've heard the Outer Banks are the most beautiful place in the world. I should go back in time to wherever this was and tell them everything I know. As if it would do you any good. Thank you, Charlie. I've always wanted to see the ocean. Whew, everything crashes to a thunderous black before you or Wayne could get in another word. A single spotlight remains, illuminating a trapdoor in the center of the stage. You feel drawn to it. It opens. You feel a shove from behind and tumble through the hatch. There's another one of those fucking things. It took some digging, but it's there. The map was right. That means there's hope, Eddie. Whatever it is that Enoch did, we can undo it. We can be happy together. Oh. Eddie? Oh. 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 Wayne is gone once again. There's nothing here but you and the howling void. Do you repent? Do you repent for your crimes? Okay, so obviously there's some sort of, like, evil witch spell going on. The first little crest that we saw in the mines, it had the ghosts of the kids and the miners before the collapse happened. And here it has the... What I'm guessing this guy right here is the ghost of the of the guy that just got his head bashed in. I wonder what the thing in the clinic would be. Obviously, people that die near these things have like a ghost that stays behind. Okay, this is getting really, really interesting. You repent for your crimes. He's not here, but my cousin Tabitha's the one you want. I haven't stepped foot in this town for a couple... Why should I? I'm not responsible for any of this. You must answer for the crimes committed by your scarlet blood. Until you do, I cannot die. I want to die, please. I have been alone in the dark for so long. All I ask is for some of your years. To pay for the years that were taken from me. My life was stolen from me. I want some of yours. It's only fair. Sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. That's not fair! Forfeit your years and I will finally leave. I don't understand. You will live a shorter life, and I will finally be satisfied. I will have justice. I will finally die. I will leave this house at last. How much shorter would my life be? That isn't for you to know, just as it wasn't for me to know. One day sooner than you like, you will die. What happens if I refuse? Then, I will stay. I will stay until I get what I'm owed. The smell hits you, that now familiar wet, unwell door. What an annoying pest you are. But you couldn't keep me out for long. It seems we exhausted its power. Holding all these bodies hostage must have been quite taxing. Come along, Chris. It's desperate, but it has no power over you. There's no need to bow to the will of such a frayed and broken consciousness. Leave it to fester. Sacrifice years of your life? But I can't just leave the ghost here. You can. What about my friends? What happens to them if I just leave? They've already left. They're not a factor in this. Or will Oscar and Rosalina live if the ghost stays? Don't give years of your life for something so insignificant. I mean, yeah, when you tell... I'm not going to give years of my life for... I mean, the best I can do is help, like, the fucking, I mean, not, the best I can do is find out what happened and try to rectify it. I'm not gonna give years of my life to this ghost just for them to... just for me to die as soon as this all ends. You're right, but I want to help, but I just can't justify the cost. You don't need my help. Close your eyes, feel for the stairs. You close your eyes, you fumble in the darkness, reaching out your hands and grasping the air until your palm finds wood. It's the staircase, you can feel it under your hands. You begin your ascent. Good, you've made it out of the pit. His overpowering smell returns as you place a confident foot on the wooden floor of what you assume must be Rosalina's room. You open your eyes as you try to hold your breath. Feel a hand on your back, you shudder knowing what it's attached to. Don't fall for it, keep feeling your way forward. You continue, you feel the doorframe under your palm and then the sturdy walls of the hallway beyond. Wayne's palm continues to gently urge you forward. You stumble into the corridor between the annex and the library. The real world is swimming back into focus. Good, the main doors are just ahead. You feel a shove as Wayne pushes you forward. You fall towards the entrance, your legs still unsure of the ground beneath you, and the doors fly open. Reject the burden of your family's sins. Resolve the haunting without using a special trait. You're outside, it's real this time. A cool autumn breeze blows small piles of dried leaves across the steps of the library. You made the right choice. It would have been so easy to fall for its tricks. I'm proud that you didn't. Be seeing you. He leaves before you can say anything in response. Thank God you made it out, Chris. I went to get Mom when I realized you hadn't left the library with the rest of us. I figured if anyone knew what to do, it'd be her. I see someone beat me to the punch. It's like you've had quite the evening. My bones weren't meant to bend like that. I'm going to be hurling for a few days at least. Rosalina's pain meds are in there. I hope Dr. Kelly is still awake. We'll need replacements right away, especially after everything that just happened. And we'll have to figure out where we're gonna stay. Oh god, this is such a disaster. You and Rosalina could always stay with us, Mr. Gutierrez. That's a very kind offer, Alex, but I'm afraid the stairs would be too much for Rosalina. I don't want to impose on your parents like that. It's a lot to ask. And figure this out. We need to regroup and think about our options. I wasn't about to make a deal like that in the heat of the moment. I get that, but until we figure something out, the library is now a dangerous space that we're just leaving there. Still, who knows what giving up years of your life to that ghost would have done to you. I think you made the right call, and I'm happy you're okay. Fortunately, it would seem that the spirit has only grown stronger since you made your choice. If you went back in there, I can only imagine its demands of you would be that much steeper. There's nothing to be done, at least for the time being. Don't worry too much about it, Chris. It's just a house. We don't even own it. I'm not going to ask anyone to sacrifice years of their life for a rental. It's interesting. They were there. They remember getting possessed by the ghost and being puppeteered like, well, puppets. Okay. Even if we own the place, the ghost was asking for quite the down payment. Don't let your pride get in the way of a roof, Oscar. Are you sure you can't take up Alexis's offer? You're right, you're right. I'm gonna peace out. Back-to-back encounters with my own mortality. I've got a lot to ponder. See ya, Rosalina. See ya, Alexis. Zane walks off down the road. To think that ghosts are actually real. Stella's gotta be over the moon right now. Actually, wait, where is Stella? Oh, she's just standing there by herself. That doesn't like her. You okay? I was wondering the same thing. We just saw a ghost and she's standing off by herself. It's like, fair, that'd be a normal reaction for anyone else who'd just seen a ghost, but this is Stella we're talking about. Go talk to Stella. The concept is cool, but imagine you see a real one, yeah. You walk over to Stella. I've never seen anything like what we saw tonight. Absolutely dreadful. I don't think my dear Stella's having an easy time with it. Oh, Chris. There's another one of those carvings in there. So sorry, Chris. I don't think I can talk right now. I'll call you, okay? He hurries off down the road. I think she took the brunt of things in there. No wonder she's having a hard time right now. Should we go after her? I think she just needs some time to herself. Stella's never been the kind to share her burdens, and I doubt that'll change just because someone goes chasing after her. If anything, it'll just make her clam up even more. I think I should have asked how she was doing first. Maybe that would have been different. She's a strong girl. She'll be okay. I'm honestly surprised that she and Zane are the only ones heading out right now. You've all been through something awful, and each and every one of you needs rest. Especially you, Kanika. We don't want that cold of yours to get any worse. God, what a disaster this whole night has been. I had no idea it would turn out like this. I'm so sorry, everyone. Stop apologizing, Dads. We're the one who don't have a house anymore. We don't even have a library. There's another carving in there. They keep giving me visions. I wonder if those things are tied to everything supernatural that's been happening. Yeah, I wonder. One is a coincidence, but two of them on back-to-back nights? And if you and Stella are right, and there's another one in the clinic... Sorry, I'm a little lost. You've been finding carvings around town and they've been giving you visions? This is news to me, too. I'm sure everyone here could stand around theorizing about this and that all night long. There'll be plenty of time for that tomorrow. Chris, I'd love to discuss these visions over tea. Any of you know who you're supposed to be? No idea. The word just came out. There was no context, nothing. There was a weird feeling, like an overwhelming guilt. I was so angry. I was mostly just scared. I didn't feel any of those things. I don't know how to describe it. I felt powerful. She was the witch. Kanika was being possessed by the witch. That's why. That's why she felt so powerful. I was just cold. I spent a lot of time with Wayne in there. I noticed we could smell him as soon as we snapped out of it. What happened? Did he hurt you? He was part of the reason I left the ghost behind. He really didn't want me to make a deal with it. Weird, it's like he has some sort of obsession with you, isn't it? We don't need to trouble Chris for the details. No one pay any mind to that man. He's just a drifter. He'll be gone soon enough. In the meantime, steer clear and he won't make trouble. I'm really sorry, Oscar. I'm really sorry, Rosalina. It's okay. Worst thing has happened to people and the price was just too high. We'll find a way to pick things up. I know you did everything you could for us, Chris. It probably was smart to not trust that ghost anyways. We won't have to do it alone, Oscar. You can help defend yourself to whatever you need from the store. Oh, you can help yourself. Yeah, I'm sure Aunt Winnie and I can help out too. This is a good town full of good people, Chris. We won't let this ruin Oscar. I wonder how this all ties up to the Scarlet bloodline. I think we're gonna have to talk to Tabitha. She's the only one who's been here been here the longest, so she probably knows a lot. And we're also gonna have to find out what's in the abandoned wing and behind that door with all the locks on it. What do we do about the library? We can always board it up until the ghost goes away, right? Mines were boarded up, and that just made us want to go down there even more. Can't just tell them it's mega haunted, even if folks believe us. That'll just make them want to investigate for themselves. Maybe we could just say there's a gas leak. So, is there any chance this goes away on its own? I'm not really an authority on these things, but it doesn't seem interested in fading away. Okay, that's settled then. We board it up, we say there's a gas leak. Just hope no one gets curious, I guess. The best we can do for now. Wait, what about the cat? What about the cat? The cat was there in the library? Oh no. Were you all conscious that whole time? Everyone glasses at each other. Yeah. It was awful. Kind of fun too, but mostly awful. Pretty sure we remember everything, at least until that guy showed up and snapped us out of it. Wayne, he's been following Chris around. What did he say to you? Like I said, let's not trouble Chris about him. Just stay away, all of you. What was it like being puppeted? They all glance away. It hurt. Why didn't I make the kids stay behind? I can't believe I let this happen to them. Dad, this might be the overwhelming pain and exhaustion talking, but shut up. I love you. None of this is your fault, okay? I had no idea what I was going to say until those words were already spilling out. I was like, I had no control over myself. I remember each and everything I said. It was like burned into my memory. Poor souls, I can't begin to imagine what you've all been through. We should probably get going. It's starting to get chilly out, and I don't want to keep Alexis' parents up too late. I'll be over later tonight with some bedding and some hot tea, and I'll have Miles bring you groceries in the morning. Don't be a stranger and let us know if you need anything, okay? Thank you, that really means a lot. I believe it's time for me to get my daughter home as well. But, Kanika, dear, you haven't been feeling well, you need to get some rest. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow, Chris. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Cool. Nika warily trucks back to the general store. I'll be back in a moment to walk you home, dear. I just need to put the tea on and give your cousin a quick call. My whole body hurts, Mom. What was that? I want a better answer than a ghost. We'll be alright. Let me get you some of that special tea. It's been working well, don't you think? I think ibuprofen would be better, but I gotta admit the tea has been nice. Oh no. I just had a theory. What if Sybil is the witch? She's been here the longest. She's the oldest. Maybe she's the witch. I'll put the kettle on as soon as we get home. I guess it's just the two of us now. You have no idea who you were. I could roughly place most of the others. None whatsoever, but I remember everything I said, and I remember that cold feeling. Prisoner of the Scarlets. I wonder what your family was up to back then. I guess we can add it to the ever-growing pile of mysteries. What do you remember? As far as I know, all of it. I might start forgetting soon, but for now it's all fresh. The twisting wasn't the most pleasant, but even though I feel like I got tossed in a blender, it honestly made me feel so alive. You don't regret coming along tonight. Look, that was a horrible experience that will stick for me for the rest of my days, and we failed to get rid of the ghost. But failure has a way of bringing people together, and hey, I got genuinely possessed back there. How many people can say they were possessed by a ghost? I guess you finally got some shared trauma with everyone now. Every chuckles and grabs at their ribs, wincing. Yeah, I guess I do, huh? I know tonight was horrific, but it was also thrilling, and knowing we all went through it together makes it easier. There are people to commensurate with tomorrow morning when the soreness really starts to set in. Then I feel worse for Oscar and Rosalina than I feel for myself. I'll see if there's something Winnie can do to help them out. At the very least, I can help them spruce things up with some plants once they find a place to settle in. Reminds me, I better get back home. I'm supposed to have a shift tomorrow morning. I might have to call in sick, but here's hoping a good night's sleep is enough to heal up. Avery heads off, leaving the square in front of the library empty. Sybil returns not long after Avery leaves. It's time to get back to the estate. My cousin wasn't exactly thrilled to hear about what happened tonight, but I think I blunted her anger as much as I could. Shall we? Here's the fucking ditchlings. The night feels cold, the crunch of leaves beneath your feet deafening in the quiet wilderness. Let's stop here for a bit. These old bones need a moment to rest. Are you a witch? He laughs, surprised by your question. I suppose some people might call me one, but I'm just an old woman who fancies herself a bit of a healer. That was a silly question. I'm sure your mind is absolutely swimming with all sorts of questions right now. I'm only natural to be curious. There's a stone carving of a goat's head and a pack of wolves in that basement. There was something similar in the mines last night, too. A circle of arms and chains. Both of them gave me visions. What an interesting development. Perhaps we can discuss these visions over tea. My grandmother had a special blend that supposedly helped with dreams and visions. I'll be sure to have some ready by tomorrow. Maybe it'll help us piece things together. You just believed me. Of course I did. These are strange times, Chris. None of us have the luxury to waste energy on doubt. Edward didn't kill Charles Jr., but it feels like I'm only scratching the surface of things. What has my family done? Is that what the spirit showed you? Your family built one of the most powerful coal empires in Appalachia. Those sorts of things don't come without betrayal and bloodshed. These are all assumptions, of course. I'm just an old woman who enjoys her tea, and the Scarlet Empire is far older than these rattling bones. Lady, you keep saying that. Every time you say it, it just makes me want to believe you even less. I'm just an old woman who enjoys her tea, and I'm not a witch. I'm a healer. If you want the bloody details, I'm afraid you have to find them yourselves. That's enough rest for me. Let's carry on for a bit. You and Sybil walk deeper into the woods. You're getting closer to the estate. These fucking ditchlings. One last rest and we'll get you home. Sybil, what is Wayne? Like I said, he's just a man. No, he's not. Smile briefly fades from her face. It's not exactly polite to share people's medical history. I may not have taken a Hippocratic oath, but I still respect the privacy of others. Okay, you're definitely hiding something. Wayne didn't want to make a deal with that ghost. Of course he didn't. Some people will never understand that kind of sacrifice that was laid up upon the table tonight. If you'd gone through with the deal, it would have been an affront to everything he is. You say shit like that. It's like, you know what Wayne is. Tell me what he is. I have a right to know at this point. I got thrown into like some kind of fever dream. I saw all my friends get puppeted like puppets. And Wayne was like the only one who was willing to help me. There's ditchlings everywhere. There are, and I'm afraid that they still would be this numerous even if you had managed to exorcise the spirit you encountered tonight. Its presence was merely a symptom of the rot in this place, rather than its cause. People unfortunately just gonna have to get used to the sight of these things in the coming days. Why can't I just go home, like to my real home? You poor dear, this is your real home. It's hard to have the sensitivity to feel these things, but on some level it's called you back here. Nobody ever really leaves the holler. At least not forever. Call it a quirk of the town. Oh my god, you're right, aren't you? Oh my, you look absolutely horrified. I was just pulling your leg, dear. People leave town all the time. We just haven't been blessed with the modern, most frequent public transportation. Thank you for patiently waiting with an old woman, Chris. I feel as spry as a young chicken. You and Sybil trek through the remainder of the woods and find yourselves on the outskirts of the estate. I just took a drink right now. Thank you, though. I'm looking forward to continuing our chat tomorrow once you've had some time to rest. Good luck handling Tabitha. I tried to soften her up over the phone, but there's only so much softening you can do with someone that prickly. Bless her heart. Get a good night's rest. Enter the estate. You open the door to the estate as quietly as you can, only to find your cousin anxiously pacing in the foyer, so he's been waiting for you. So you finally came back. After last night, I thought we were done with all the running around in secrecy. I guess I was being too optimistic. Do you know how stuff like this impacts me? Do you even care? Look, a lot of scary stuff happened tonight. Just listen to me, okay? Now's really not the time. Oscar's house was haunted by the ghost of Charles Shaw Jr., who was murdered by Edwardine Scarlet. It wanted years of my life in exchange for leaving, but I wasn't about to give it what it wanted. Was there a gas leak in the library or something? Do you realize how ridiculous you sound right now? Okay. Do you think Edwardine really could have killed someone? Wow, you name-dropped our great-grandmother and the son of the most famous criminal in this town's history. I'm so convinced this actually happened. Oh, God. There's another one of those stones in Oscar's houses. Gave me another vision. Like last night? That was gas. I'm sure whatever you thought you saw tonight was similar. Maybe you had another seizure. All the more reason you shouldn't run off and not tell me where you are. They've been telling me a lot about our family. I think we've done some terrible stuff, Tabitha. And all of it is probably in your imagination because they're hallucinations stemming from either gas or, I don't know, your own guilt and exhaustion. City folk love to self-flagellate. Oh my god. You're definitely hiding something, Tabitha. Who put them there? You expect me to know? It's probably some kind of ancient artifact. I'm not an archaeologist. Have you been getting enough sleep? You sound a little delirious. What if they're what's making all this supernatural stuff happen? Okay, let's say for a second that there's something supernatural happening in town, and these stones are causing it. What are we supposed to do about it? Run around and smash them? Rhetorical question, but also I've got news for you. One of them is buried under 20 tons of rock. I think I should go to a doctor. All the passing out and visions and hallucinations, this could be a medical emergency. Oh. We go see Dr. Kelly, and then we get access to the third stone. You know where Dr. Kelly lives, and if you don't, just ask Stella. Maybe an appointment would be a good idea. Wayne followed me to Oscar's house. Do you think mentioning that awful man is supposed to garner sympathy from me or something? So you do know him. Did I ever say I didn't? He's a creep from a bad time in my life, and I do my best not to think about him, which has become an increasingly difficult task. What is he? A sick man that you should avoid. If I can get him to stop talking to you, I would. He's not the decent man I used to know. That's pretty much it. Great, then I'm going to bed. She's a real fucking great help, she is. And I just go immediately to bed. I can't explore the house or anything, okay. You don't even notice yourself entering the guest room and falling into bed. Suddenly, you're just there, buried under your family's musty covers. Before your thoughts can drift away to nightmarish recollections of hours past, your phone buzzes on the nightstand. Hey, sorry I ran off earlier. Wound up in a really bad headspace. I care about you so much. Just need some time to get a handle on things. Sorry. Let's call her, see what happens. Okay, I go straight to voicemail. I'm here if you need me. Put your phone on the back on the nightstand. It's Wednesday night, nearly half a week has passed since you first arrived into town, and a little over half a week remains until the bus comes to take you home. The spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. now commands the entirety of City Hall, a swirling void of wrath and despair that the people of this town will have to learn to ignore. Disaster looms its tallest yet over Scarlet Hollow. That was a really freaky fucking segment, man. That was really freaky. Oh, they were under a desk. Okay. Oh, the fucking puppeteer. Resonant. Finished episode 3. Episode 4 awaits. If you like to save, please do. Join the Discord. Follow us on Blue Sky. Wait, how many episodes are out? As of 2026, 5 episodes have been released out of a planned 7. Okay. Oh, okay. So I'm looking at the Wikipedia right now. At the episode of release of this episode, episode 3, they released Slay the Princess, which is a really successful game. And due to the success of that game, it funded the rest of this development cycle. Episode 4 released in late 2022, and then episode 5 released on February 13th of this month. Okay, so we have 2 more episodes to go. I have played a little bit of Slay the Princess, and that was a really, really cool game. Although it has a lot of talking. I wish they'd update it to have voice acting, at least for the princess. Because already talking through this whole episode, it's got my fucking throat all sore. Really sore. Oh man. We saved it, right? Yeah, we did. Alright, guys. That was episode 3 of Scarlet Hollow. That was very, very fun. Probably like the most informative episode yet, with the whole thing with the ghost and like the backstory of the Scarlet family. I'm very interested in seeing where it goes in episode 4. I hope we get to eventually, talk to Stella. I still don't, or talk to Stella about what she experienced. I still don't trust Sybil. She seems to know more than she lets on. She knows what Wayne is, doesn't want to talk about it, and that's really fucking sketchy. I think she might be the witch that told them about, or that told who told us in the when we were when Kanika was getting possessed and telling us about the stuff. I think Sybil has some tie to what happened back then. That's just my guess. I'm not 100% sure, obviously. Um, I wish Tabitha would take this more seriously. Uh, yeah. Really, really crazy. Really interesting. I will see you all next time for the next episode. Hope you all take it easy. Have a good one. See ya. You should buy it. You should buy this game. Definitely. Definitely worth it. 100% worth it.